You got it. You're fine.
All right.
Welcome to the SMB Comedy Podcast. My name is he's not here today. This is Greg.
And it's Scott.
And Jesse.
And together we are the SMB Podcast.
Yes. Mike could not be with us today because he's having root canal?
I don't know why you're putting his business out on there.
I feel for him.
That's no fun.
Oh, should I cut it right here? Or should we keep going?
I don't know. I just got putting the guy's personal. Sorry, Mike can't be with us, but he's calling case of the crabs.
And social security number is.
Yeah.
I was a little caught off guard. There was such a cool entrance last time, and we just kind of just went straight into it this time. So I was like, oh, man, we started.
I didn't give you the music?
No, it's quite all right. It's quite all right.
All right, we're starting.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait a second. I want a blood pact that you're gonna fucking edit this shit.
Edit. Yeah. Blood pact.
What minute? Where are we at? 5 minutes, 55 seconds. What?
5 minutes, 55 seconds already.
55 seconds.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit!
Time goes by fast when you're recording, bro.
Have a little fucking enthusiasm too.
Why aren't you talking to the mic, man?
How about now?
All right,
that was better.
There you go.
Have a little fucking enthusiasm.
All right. Why don't you put the mic over there? Can you face and turn to me?
None of this is going into.
No, I'm cutting all this out too. So, anyways, yeah, you want to take control here, buddy?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I'm still the noob, guys. Come on.
It's all right. Welcome to the SMB Comedy Podcast. Together, we will bring you stupid stories and sillier outcomes. That was dumb. The rest of the show will be better. Trust me. Together, we are Jesse Thompson.
Hello, everybody.
And Greg Johnson.
Yes.
Silky smooth like a baby's bottom.
That's like that. It's a good comparison.
It's exactly. Anyway, I don't know what that means, but a lot of crazy stuff has happened this week. A lot of crazy stuff. Anything you want to talk about?
We had the Final Four.
Final Four went down. I didn't watch a single minute of any Final Four game this year, I don't think.
Oh, yeah? You didn't see I didn't watch the Kentucky game. I was just like, Kentucky's undefeated. They're going to win. And then I woke up the next morning, and then I'm like, holy crap, they lost.
I didn't.
What how did that happen? Like, that's why I don't gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't watch any this year.
Then they had
college basketball isn't really exciting, to be honest with you.
I mean, sometimes if there's a exciting player, but
it was worth it to see if Kentucky could go on.
Yeah, that's true. I thought that was
interested in that.
I guess I wasn't interested enough though.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. And then everyone thought Wisconsin was going to win, and then that didn't happen either.
Yes.
I was getting up to go to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, Duke's going to lose. They're down by a couple points. Wisconsin's got this. And I come back, and, they'd be tied. And I was like, what is going on with this? And I think they had 3 freshmen playing on the team.
Yep.
It was ridiculous.
Well, that would have...
how embarrassing is that?
You know why I'm probably not watching basketball this year? Because the Heat suck.
Yeah.
It's really making it hard for me.
It's terrible because now the Heat suck, and it's not like the Cavaliers are going to do anything.
Suck.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like, we just broke up the dream team. Now you just get a
we didn't break up the dream
milk
team.
Toast league.
The dream team decided to do whatever he wanted to do, which is what it seems like what he does.
The injuries really killed the Heat.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone on the team has gone through injuries, a major injury at some point and missed several weeks at a time. But I'm ready for the season to be over.
But yeah, they had the one guy on, what was it, after UK lost, they had the one guy who was saying they caught him on a hot mic, and he didn't think it was on. And they were like, well, what about that one, Kaminsky, the big tall guy? He was like, fuck that nigga. It was like, what?
Yeah, the white kid.
Yeah. But it was a black guy that said it. Yeah, the white kid. And they were like, I remember seeing all the things that was like, guy utters racial slur towards, it's like, really? You're going to try to paint it like that? Where it's like, all right, we know what was happening there. Like, this isn't one of those things where he wasn't
what
that's just the way young people talk.
Why can't we all, as just a bunch of people, realize that we fucking hate each other? I mean, why can't they just realize?
That's what's happening.
As soon as you realize, look, Jesse, I understand you're Irish, and you probably think I'm a fat dago fucking piece of shit, and it's true I am.
It's like you're reading my mind.
Exactly. Why can't I look at Greg and go, you know what? I don't know what to say about you. I mean, because
I'm Irish too, so you can say.
No, I'm saying because
that can go
biracial.
Doubly for me.
And you're racist for not thinking he was Irish, for assuming he wasn't Irish.
I'm triracial.
True. Are you really?
Yeah, I'm German too. I'm
Irish
German.
Race?
Depends. Actually, yeah, I think it is.
It is
Yeah,
considered.
they
race?
used to be the lowest of the low, man. I'm
Lowest.
telling you. Dude, they would be like the black people, and then they were like monkeys, and somewhere around there are the Irish. Like they literally were thinking like back in the day when they were figuring out where all the races stacked up, and they were like, some of these people aren't human, and definitely the Irish.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
like,
what's their great contribution to the world? Really, I mean, potatoes.
That's the only thing. We're both Irish.
Potatoes?
Yeah,
That's all they did?
Well,
domestic violence, maybe.
Yeah.
Alcoholism.
Definitely domestic violence.
A serious genetic alcoholism. Like legit. Like holy shit. If you're Irish,
What's an Irish woman's name?
Catherine.
Catherine.
It's
Catherine,
that's
if you
a very
do that
good
one
one.
more
Yeah.
time, I'm going to
Yeah.
fucking deck you so hard that you're going to wish you was Italian.
Yeah, that's my grandmother was Irish. Her name was Catherine Galm. I don't know.
Sounds like a fucking
where that goes in.
crime novel from like the
Catherine
1800s.
Galm
Yeah.
steps up, goes through the smoky door,
Yeah. Oh dear.
meets the private detective.
You know, I really.
Listen here, dame. I know you got to vote, but that doesn't mean you guys should, take over the world. Whatever.
Greg, what are
All
you
right.
talking about?
I don't know. It's just
Confusing me with your silly babble.
I'm just saying, women's suffrage was overrated.
Oh.
That's true. My great grandmother, who was Irish, she actually killed my great grandfather.
What?
Yes, murdered. I found that. Did
Was it
some
in the
research
Wild
on my
West?
family.
Wow.
Kind of.
Where they live in, like San Francisco?
No, it wasn't the Wild West. It was like I want to say Kentucky or something like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why they never tell you on the genealogy site. So then when people
I
are
did the
looking-
research.
Yeah,
and that's where I found it.
Yeah, well, that's where when people start looking up, they're like, "Oh, my grandfather was a carpenter, and he
Yeah.
like did the Sistine Chapel or something." Like, "Oh, my grandfather was murdered by my
Holy
grandmother."
shit.
Yeah, and it was her second husband. Her first husband disappeared. They
Oh,
never found out what happened. to
disappeared.
Yeah,
You
just
put some
disappeared.
posters
She's
around
a
that
fucking
shit.
Black Widow.
Yeah,
No offense,
I-
but
yeah. Pretty awesome. It was the coolest thing I found. It's the coolest
People
story in
could
my whole
tell that
family
you
history.
looked at me when you said that.
I just, I just didn't want you to
And-
think I was
and
getting
I
racial.
am-
Why couldn't she just be a widow?
I am black, so I understand how that could be offensive. But no, Scott, it's a term I think that was around before black had such a that
Negative connotation.
Well, I don't think people confuse those two things. It's not like welfare queen or something like that.
Greg, you just made it awkward. So anyway,
That's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm
you know what?
determined to make this the most unfunniest episode ever. I'm off to a good start.
Well, you know what? Let's make it even more unfunny.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about fucking world records.
A world record.
There are some dumbass world records out there that I think that are only records because no one else would fucking want to do it.
Yeah,
like,
there has
probably
to be
the
something
majority.
said about that.
Like let's just go through the list of stupid.
Oh really?
That didn't make sense.
Or
did
like
it?
usually one of the things is like when people grow their nails long or something.
yeah,
like
like
that.
that's like,
you're
wow.
like, why would you see the guy's hand curled up? He was like, I can't move my nails. There's one Indian dude.
Yeah.
I remember from the old school books, and he would just be like, can't move my nails. The thing is curl up and look nasty.
Yeah.
How do they wipe their ass? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know, man. I don't know.
Actually,
I never
I
thought
think
of
you only
that.
had one hand with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's one of those things where you got to like, you got to one hand.
He had to
it. You're
jerk
like,
off or
I got
something.
the
You know what I mean?
longest.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
made it weird, didn't I?
No, not at all. He did.
No,
By fucking letting his finger.
Well, that's kind of
like this guy. This guy right
maybe
here.
it's better because then it's one of those things. They're your nails. You don't really. You have no nerve endings in your nails, so then you're just like brushing it along.
Oh
or
my
something.
God.
Yeah. You may be onto something there.
Like this.
All of a
is
sudden, I want to grow my nails really long.
yeah. Some of this shit is. I guess this is a record.
It's called the Scratchy Stranger.
Oh yeah,
Tallest dog.
tallest dog.
See,
But that's
Tallest-
a legitimate one.
Tallest,
I mean,
yeah,
at
that's
least-
what I'm saying. That's like a real one.
But I mean,
And then I'm
is
trying to
that
find
really
a
like a
dumbass
feat? Like it's one of those things.
Oh, it had
where
no.
it's
He had no. It's not a skill.
It's not even like growing out your hair. It's like it's like as far as like how I guess
It's
that's,
just genetics.
Yeah,
It's gross.
Yeah, that's fuck. I don't think there should be world records for genetics.
I think it's what for being tall.
Yeah, I mean, like biggest asshole. There should be one for that. Like someone.
Oh my God, they could give that out every year.
Nobody
I guess,
wants
I guess
to
I
see
could
that.
work either way too with genetics.
Oh, you meant literally biggest
I
asshole.
was just saying. I forgot. I forgot.
That's
It's-
disgusting.
Yeah, I know. The guy's just like, hey, let's talk about the biggest asshole. Look, here's people eating the hottest chili. That's kind of funny, but I mean, it just doesn't
What
make
is that?
sense.
The
to me.
ghost pepper.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but
9 million Scoville units.
it's the Pucker Butt Pepper Company. I swear to God.
They make the hottest pepper.
I guess.
You know that there's it's an exponential limit you reach around this. Like when you get those really hot spices. Ever been to that place Tijuana Flats before,
Sure.
where they have all like it's like a taco kind of place, and they have all these different types of sauces. And it just comes down to the fact that when you get all right, I just want to taste a little bit of the super stuff.
Yeah.
You put it on your tongue, and you're like, now I can't taste anything.
Yeah, your tongue is fucking.
Your tongue is done for like the right. Like this is gonna, instantly too. You're like, this is gonna burn for like 10, 15 minutes at least. You know? And
Your
You
face
want to know
goes
the
numb.
grossest thing I've ever done?
What's that?
When I worked at the hospital, we would always dare each other to do stupid shit. So one night, this guy orders these super fucking hot, wet wings. They were like the hottest they would make them. And they were pretty hot. I mean, I'm sure there's hotter shit out there, but... So they dared me to drink a cup of the juice. Dude, I did it, of course.
The whole cup?
Yeah.
Like
I probably took like
8
4 years off my life.
God.
Dude, but it was so fucking gross.
Well, that's what you see like Man versus Food and
it
stuff
was
like
the
that.
grossest thing I've ever done in my life.
It's like 3 pounds of crab, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd ever stop shitting.
Dude, listen. I didn't shit for 3 days.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
No way. When I did,
thought it was the opposite.
when I did, it came out like a big fucking stick of butter.
What?
It was fucking gross. I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Oh my!
It had to burn.
Did it burn? Yeah. what's
No,
up with
no,
that?
it didn't hurt my
That's so
stomach.
weird. Maybe your stomach
Did
like
your piss burn? I mean, that has to dispose of
Jesus,
somewhere. I mean,
I don't know
What happened?
that could have been something
it burned
else.
burned my mouth.
What was your temperature?
I think I was fine as far as that goes, but
Anyways,
I was like, man, I haven't shit in day 1.
Oh shit!
Day 2, you start going, oh my god.
What wasn't there a guy with the watermelons or something like that?
Oh, the guys, yeah. I mean, there's also a video of the guy smashing the most watermelons on his head. And it's like,
how many watermelons?
I don't know. Let's go to it.
That seems like a pretty useless
Just say it
record.
after
It's stupid. Like, hey, man, you know how I know I can smash all these watermelons in front of my head? Because you keep fucking putting them there. They're not hard to smash.
After you can do one, that seems to be all the proof you need that you can do.
Where you see that? There's that one lady that smashed them with her tits.
That's pretty
That
fucking
is
sweet.
impressive.
She's probably got some.
I have not seen that.
She smashes beer cans and stuff too.
No shit.
Yeah, she's got giant sloppers. And
She
she's fucking
sloppers.
Yeah, she just fucking goes to town on it. It's so ridiculous.
What about
too.
this?
It
Largest collection of Star Wars memorabilia.
That sounds like
No,
That's
I
big.
can't.
Yeah, you
See,
get
only,
rewarded
only,
for being a fucking
only in
geek.
2015 could that be something.
can't-
Yeah, because if it was like 1985, they'd be like, "They're shunning this guy."
Yeah,
Be
'cause
like,
this little
look
kid
at this
would win.
fucking like.
Yeah.
Hey, you're an adult. You have a job. Like,
How are you not like exactly? You should be
Yeah.
getting shunned
Yeah,
by now.
dude.
Like
Largest collection of rubber duckies.
That's another thing.
Who fucking cares, man?
Well, see, that's
Shove the rubber duckies up your ass.
the
That's a record.
That's a problem that we should talk about. Is nowadays, like, remember back in the day, like, you had to hide that shit.
Yeah.
People aren't ashamed anymore.
Yeah, they're not. Like,
Well, now hoarding is a big time TV show.
Oh yeah, and now like everything, like superheroes and stuff. Every time I'm looking around, I'm like, all these people with, like, Captain America type shirts and all that shit. So you couldn't get away with that stuff
Oh my
like back
gosh.
in the
This
day.
is
Like,
even worse.
I have to make a
Largest
confession.
collection. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
It's
ahead.
okay. I was going to say I actually have a friend of mine gave me a shirt, a Wolverine shirt, maybe 5 years ago or so, and it's in my closet now. And I look at it sometimes, and I want to wear it. But I'm like, I'm fucking 33 years old. I can't wear this fucking Wolverine
no,
shirt.
I see.
was like, I
It's
cannot do this.
totally
It's unacceptable.
acceptable.
But it's
I
not.
think you can.
To me,
It's
it's not.
It's not.
It's like I can't wear this fucking shirt.
Can you imagine if you showed up to, like, in high school, showed up to, like, with a Wolverine shirt on or something
Right,
like that?
right.
Like, at least when I went to school.
Sure.
Like, I mean, if you're a little bit younger, then it probably I'm dating myself. When I went to school, I would have been laughed out of there. People were like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
You get
You're
beat
like,
up for shit like that.
Oh, totally.
Right.
You couldn't wear a superhero like t-shirt
Yeah.
like past maybe 6th grade. It was like that shit wasn't working out. You would be that weird dorky comic guy in the corner, and now it's like that's the acceptable shit. People
Yeah.
are like,
think
that-
you're cool.
yeah. That's what makes you cool. That's what vets you. Is when you're like,
Disgusting.
oh, like it's your like your nerd cred. That's what happened. Like, you got the Bill Gates at first. He wasn't too cool, but then once the whole what was it, Mark Zuckerberg thing came in, then it was
Yeah.
like, oh man, it's cool to be a nerd because you get tons of fucking money. Hey, look, this guy's a billionaire.
Listen, you're a fucking nerd and you're broke, so
Oh,
that's all I got to say.
true. Not all nerds are rich. That's
Yeah. Listen to this. Largest collection of Charlie's Angels memorabilia.
That sounds something very specific.
Like, who the
Yeah.
fuck would
Like,
even be like, hey, I'm going to register this because I think I have the most.
well, let's base it on, like, who are they competing with? You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, I've got the largest.
another loser.
Probably
Yeah.
someone in Farrah Fawcett's family.
Like, I got another a largest collection of minstrel show apparel. And we're like, oh wait, that's something.
Greatest distance traveled with a pool cue balanced on your chin.
That's fucking.
That's
stupid.
fucking stupid.
It's stupid. Well, you know, back in the day, that was entertainment. You
Yeah,
know,
there
back
wasn't
before-
shit to do, I
Right.
guess.
They didn't have the internet.
Back before, back before the internet, back before all that shit. Yeah. All they had was like people coming into town and they're like, look at this motherfucker balance a pool cue and just walk down the street. Like it was magic to them. They were like, dude, I literally believe in magic now because that guy like did some simple.
You believe in magic?
No. Oh. I was saying that's what those people.
Do you believe in magic?
Of course not.
I think it's stupid, personally.
But I think you were missing the story.
I just heard you believe in magic. This guy, most apples held in own mouth and cut by chainsaw in 1 minute. Like, dude, God. He's probably the only fucking person that would be willing to do that.
And cut by chainsaw. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's a record. What if you cut your lip off, dude?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Is it a second record for the guy who's had his most lips cut off?
I would say is it without like fucking cut
most tattooed man.
And then he just looks like a big.
He looks like a fucking frog. Yeah, like a fucking bufo toad.
Green splotch.
Yeah.
I saw that guy at a tattoo convention one time. Actually,
this is lame. You know what? We're gonna switch subjects.
Yes. Yeah,
please.
You've been going on for quite a while.
I just can't believe.
I could tell it was bothering you a lot.
We already did switch subjects, but you kept on bringing us.
Let's go. What were we talking about? I apologize.
Now we're over. It's over.
Well, what would you like to talk about, Jesse?
Oh, I don't know. Where was on? Let's see. So I've been having a little issue recently where it was my birthday the other day, and I bought myself some tickets to go see Bill Burr. You know?
Oh, that guy's really good.
Yeah,
he's
great.
He's the man.
I've never seen him before, so I've been having this issue that I do. It's you're supposed to get wiser as you get older, but I do not seem to be doing that. I bought an extra ticket thinking that who's not going to want us to go see Bill Burr? I got to be able to find a date to go, right? And so I can't find anyone to go with me. And I do this all the time. Every time there's an event, I buy tickets, and I can't find some chick to go with me. And then I always end up with just bringing one of my friends instead.
Yeah.
And so it's fucking bullshit. Like.
Yeah.
And so
they at least buy you popcorn?
This time was different though, right?
I'm hoping so. I still have another day to figure it out.
Oh yeah. But it wasn't. It wasn't different. It was like, oh man, like
I'm like Charlie Brown trying to kick the football. You know what I mean? Like that's the case.
I think you should post it on Facebook. Wanted attractive woman.
Yeah.
For Bill Burr show.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to go on I don't even know. I've been out of the game.
I've been asking a lot of people.
You got to go on the dating websites and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't do well with those. I've tried those as well in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't seem to. Wasn't too impressed with it either.
But like I said, despite the fact that I haven't had a date in 5 years, I'm always believing that this is the time. It's going to be different.
You just got to cast a wider net.
I guess so. I guess that's the case.
It's kind of like getting a job or something like that. It's like most of the times when you interview for something, you're like, I'm never going to get this fucking job. These people.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you go out long enough, you're gonna be. There'll be someone there like, we'll give this guy a fucking chance, and that's pretty much what it comes down to.
So basically, that's what you think. A girl's like, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy a chance.
It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like a cool event. You know what I mean? Like,
well, because when it comes down to, if you've ever been like, in a place where it's like a meat market or something like that, and you have a girl sitting there, like you pretty much know, you get this feeling like, God damn, this, even to like just feel sorry for you or something like that, just be like, all right, give you a chance, but it just doesn't happen. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's the numbers. If there's somebody out there that's like, no, all right, it's gonna happen. And they're like, hey, this guy's really nice, like if I've been with like 10 fucking crazy.
It's my birthday.
It's just those meat market situations. That's never the right thing for me. It's just, I get really uncomfortable, and like that's just totally not my.
Yeah, because you know
what I mean.
The one thing about online dating, though, I would imagine.
I can give you some nightmare stories.
Is that this person's like, all right, this person, I'm just not talking them up at a bar, like they've been like, I might fuck this person, like that's a foot in the door. People try to pretend like that's not what it's about.
Well, of course, Tinder is the most shallowest thing ever. It's like literally like that's what it's about fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's, like,
it's horrible.
It's
terrible.
I
just found out what Tinder was like a week ago.
It's the worst. It's like the decay of American society. It really is.
Seriously, like a week ago, I heard everyone.
I tried it.
Like,
what
the fuck's going on Timber? I'm like, what is Timber, dude? What is it called?
Timber.
Tinder.
Timber.
Timber. So I go on it, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this hubbub?
Tanger.
And it was like basically no information.
No, straight up pictures.
You swipe or something like that?
Do you want to fuck, swipe right, or swipe, if you don't, swipe left?
Do they see it?
I don't. No, they don't see it. I think they just link you up. If both of you like agreed, like if you swiped right on them and then they swiped right on you, it like sends you a match. It's like,
and then you can message them. You're just being defeated by technology. That's even worse.
I gotta tell you though, I did it for like 3 days and I was on it for like 12 hours a day, just flipping through it. Going through so many hundreds of women. Like one match, like one girl match, and then I tried to talk to her and she ignored me. So.
See, well, at that point, really, you just got to go for different.
No, I mean, I've tried.
I would think different sites, you know. And,
I've tried.
And
I
just
don't know.
keep it up. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are the choices?
I never really.
I
did it once, and I never really liked it.
See, that's the people give up. That's what I'm saying.
It's rough. I've tried several sites.
You got to keep at it.
It's pathetic.
I only tried the one, and I was just like, wow, man, this is.
What one did you try?
Plenty of Fish, because it was free.
See, that's what I refuse to try a free one because I feel like if people spend money on it, they're going to be more serious about the shit. They're not going to be trying to play games or like catfishing motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
I don't know.
As stupid as that sounds, I would rather pay.
People do try and catfish you.
Why would you pay money to do that?
It's funny. You know what?
Like how pathetic are you to do that? Like to pay money to do that to somebody? That's like
they'll do it anywhere because they're douchebags. They don't have they have nothing to do.
I suppose.
And they're probably hideous looking, so they have to pretend they're fucking super hot chick or whatever, and. You know, it's really a dude.
That happened to me one time. Someone tried to catfish me one time. No, it wasn't a dude. I don't know who it was. I never met them. But, like, you know, I emailed him a couple times and shit like that and back and forth. And she seems way too into me. So I was skeptical right off the bat. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck is going on here? She was like, wait. So anytime we were like, oh, yeah, you know, we should hang out or something. She would just totally ignore it, like change the subject and not bring it up. So after a couple times, I caught on to the nonsense. Yeah. Anytime I try and, like, mention.
Like, hey, man, this is a dude.
I didn't necessarily accuse it being a dude. I was just like, you know, what's the deal? And
that's rough.
Yeah,
it is what it is. You know,
that's what happens.
You get used to it. You know, I'm used to shit like that.
That's why you just have no expectations.
Exactly.
Like
and just prepared to be disappointed.
Well, yeah,
because that's all life.
That's the story of my life, man. What are you talking about?
Someone should, when you're like 4 or 5 years old, when you're just old enough to realize how life is, someone should take you in a room and be like, "Listen, kid, let me tell you something. You think it sucks now? Wait till you got to worry about shit, kid. It only gets worse. All right?
They weren't even like serious enough. They were like, wait till you get a job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wait till the machine takes hold of you.
Yeah. Wait till you're like, oh, it's been like 15 years and now there's no such thing as more than a week off.
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
What was your guy's first job?
What was it? It was a busboy. Some shitty restaurant.
I was a dishwasher at a pizza place when I was 12.
Dude, pizza places are the best. Like that. That was one of my first jobs. It was delivering pizzas. Dude, used to get. Oh yeah. Well, you know.
What like?
I used to
bonus tips.
Yeah, you
nice
used to get
tips.
Lots of tips.
People hook it up.
It was just one of those things where it's like you got 20 minutes to get in the car and go drive somewhere, so you could do whatever you want for those 20 minutes. And
you got to drive.
I did whatever I wanted.
Did you ever get the porno scene where you deliver the pizza?
No.
Of course not.
His was he came in. It was 2 dudes like, hey, my name is Fred. Let's party.
That shit's not happening to me. Some brown guy rolling through Wellington, like like fucking. Has an afro,
what kind of pizza place was it?
Hey, ma'am, how's it going?
Oh, you used to have an afro?
Yeah, it sounds like I used to have an afro. I used to have hair. So, yeah. Well, it was Papa John's. That place was the shit, too.
It's not the shit.
People hate on Papa John's, and for some reason, I worked. You know how people were like, oh, I worked there. I could never eat there. I was like, I'll eat there right now.
Oh, yeah.
I love Papa John's. That place is the shit. And I would still work there if it wasn't driving my own car and, not getting paid a lot of money. Right. But
I wouldn't. Yeah,
that's been my biggest problem. It's like, man, I'll work there for fucking ever. Like, Jesus Christ.
I
gotta move on. This is not working out. They're only paying me $7 an hour.
I worked at a different. I worked at a different whole place altogether. It was a restaurant called Paisanos.
I loved all those first jobs I had. Those were the best. Oh, the movie theater. That was another job. That job was the shit, man. And then we got caught. Whatchamacallit? We would take we would take the cups because the way they would count the money is by how many cups in like different bins of popcorn you would sell. So my friend got the bright idea. He was like, hey, why don't we just reuse the cups in the popcorn tubs and then we could take money out of the register? I'm like, sure, that's fine.
So what are you using? We take them out of the garbage?
Yeah, we take them out of the garbage. Yeah, and so one day they call us into the thing and they're like, we know what you're doing because we see the sales number. Like those fucking people know. They'll figure it out. And so they call us out on it. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I didn't do it. And then I just quit the job. This motherfucker, that was his idea. Well, guess what he did? He stayed at the job. They
blamed
didn't fire
you?
him. No, he didn't blame me. I thought we were caught. I thought we were done. I was like, this was a horrible idea. I should have done it in the first place. It's like, this is why I don't.
What movie theater was it?
I'm not gonna say.
What the fuck's the difference now?
It's 7 years. It was the movie theater in Wellington, the United Arts.
Which one's that? Is that before it got all regal?
I have no idea. It's probably, I don't even think United Artists is around anymore. But yeah, it was like in the middle, just near the high school. It was like
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly. Why'd you ask me to bring it up?
Oh wait, I do know. Is that where that place JoJo's is?
JoJo's. I don't know what fucking JoJo's is.
Oh,
God damn it.
Remind, my bad.
Where's the place?
I've only been there at night, man. Wellington, fucking, I don't know where it's like Orlando to me. I don't know where I am.
Yeah, not my neighborhood.
Now we're talking about shit people don't know about. Anyways, so because we have an international audience here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's big ups to my friends in Australia.
Olaf. Hello to Germany.
Yeah. So, what else were we gonna talk about? Oh, that one guy got shot.
Oh yeah,
that is fucked up.
That was fucked up.
It's getting harder and harder for white
right?
people.
It's weird. It seems like a slow progression of like, well, we heard about this one guy with his hands up, and then all of a sudden, now it's just straight up. We've had like 2 or 3 incidents. That one little kid that got shot, like on video, like people just pull up on the scene, bam, bam, bam. Like cops are shooting up black people like hotcakes. So like, has it always been this way, or is it just now?
I think it's just getting noticed now. I think it's like everything else. I think it's just getting noticed more.
They were able to say like, oh, he had a gun on him, right? He had some shit going on, like.
At least this guy's actually getting fired for once. Normally you get like paid vacation.
Dude, what about the guy shooting the fucking film? I would have been like, after seeing that, I'd have been like, sir, I didn't see anything.
Oh, no. He said he almost deleted it off his phone because he was fucking scared.
And
he said he went to the cops and he was like, hey, what should I do with this? They were like, come back later. And he was like, what the fuck? He had a video of the event.
They don't want to deal with that shit.
Oh my God. I can't imagine. Yeah. This is fucking. And they saw that video. They were like, oh, shit. You dropped the fucking taser next to the body after the whole thing? What? Like, that's so like. And they all was missing like was that everyone keeps saying like the Dave Chappelle joke where he's like, sprinkle some crack on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the only thing missing from the video.
Why don't all cops wear the cameras though? I mean,
they just mandated it in that town. You bet your ass.
Yeah, it just seems like the logical solution. I mean, the same excuse the cops always use. If you're not doing anything wrong, what do you have to hide? It's the same thing.
I agree.
You know what I mean? If they're not doing anything wrong.
It costs money, and police unions are strong.
So write a few more tickets. Oh my God.
No.
Well,
that shit's funny because they say that they're trying to save lives. But they have a fucking plane that flies over and gives you tickets.
Yeah, well, it's revenue generation.
Yeah, it's definitely that's what I'm saying.
Like, people hate taxes.
Yeah,
that's the deal we made back in the 80s. We were like, we hate taxes. They're like, okay, we won't do taxes. We'll just give the cops a bunch of powers and basically fine the shit out of you.
Exactly.
And shoot the shit out of black people.
Oh, well, that's all.
That was acceptable.
They've always had that power. Nothing changed from that. Like,
I just think they're in culture shock by cops. I think that's what it is. They're stunned by this new media. Like everybody cares all of a sudden that they're beating and killing black people. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Well, now they can prove what they've been saying all along.
Well, remember, that's what the whole LA riots started off of. What was that? That was Rodney King. And why did that get such a big thing? They had footage of that guy getting his ass beat. Yeah. It was like old VHS tape shit. And, and who had a fucking camera on the highway that was just all of a sudden like, look at this black guy
back in those days
getting his ass beat.
Right.
Check this out. And then all of a sudden, man, they had the fucking LA riots. They let those guys off too. Even then, they were like, nope.
Reginald Denny, he took an ass whooping over that shit.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
They fucked him up. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But this one was so bad that no one can. I mean, it's hard to deny. They shot the guy in the back, running away. I mean,
and he wasn't even running away that fast either. It was just kind of like, I'm not. He was at the point because I think they released another video where it shows him just like getting out of the car and running or something like that. So he's just running away at this point. So it's like, okay, you know how they have. They just call a bunch of cops, round them up. You know, like those motherfuckers can't get.
You never only see one cop.
Yeah, they can only get so far or whatever. It's not like it was one of those things where he wasn't in immediate danger at the time, so they fucking and you just see him running away, and the guy it takes a while too.
It doesn't even look real.
Oh, it's just like bap 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 bap.
It's like, bitch, are you gonna die or not?
Dude, he fucking. It
took a few shots.
I figured after like bap bap, I would be like down on the ground, and be like fuck. But
that's fucked up, and then he doesn't even offer like to see if he's okay. He just kind of.
I didn't try to frame me through the taser there.
Yeah, I don't like to watch fucking people getting shot and killed and shit.
It's my bread and butter, man.
Yeah, well, you're a sick bitch. To me, I just think that I don't know, man. There's like zero empathy.
Yeah.
Oh well,
that's really what the whole deal is about. Is that if there was any kind of empathy, at some point the guy would be like, maybe I won't shoot this guy in the back.
Maybe I'll shoot him 17 times in the knee.
Yeah,
because he's probably an athlete.
And in so much as that the guy, everyone else that looks at the video is like, the guy's not a threat. Like you just killed somebody over this. Like
what's the line? Like where's the line where he's
over a broken tail light, whatever they're saying now, maybe stolen car that he said he didn't have any insurance or whatever. Like
gotta die.
whatever the deal is. Yeah, exactly. That
you must pay your car insurance.
Exactly. And people will use that as an excuse. And you're like, well, whatever it was, the punishment is not death.
Right,
like,
exactly.
That's a serious fucking it's a serious punishment.
Just because you're doing something wrong doesn't mean death is always the acceptable punishment if you're black.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's the fucking Wild West out there. Dude.
Oh, it is. So, you got to be really
And
careful.
I'm not saying that they don't have a dangerous job.
Of course.
Oh, they do.
I wouldn't want that fucking
actually,
job.
I think they came with a thing like where garbage men, like they have a more dangerous job. And like if you look up like most dangerous jobs, like people who die on the job, like construction workers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, those people have dangerous jobs. Like,
coal miners and shit like that.
Yeah. So
get a new fucking career, guy.
Granted, they deal with shitty people all day long, but when
Sure.
you come down to like the statistics and brass facts or tax or whatever, it shows that there's other people with plenty of dangerous jobs and they don't have to kill as many people.
Right.
And not only that, if you look at like other countries that don't have they don't have nearly as much as many murders like or not murders, what is nearly as many cop shootings as they do here.
They have a dangerous job, but they're also given guns and the authority to do pretty much whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
So that takes away a little bit of the danger.
And now they're getting busted.
Right.
Well,
now people are like, "Hey, man,
filming that shit.
why are all these black boys getting shot?"
Yeah. So, all right, enough about black talk.
But that's Greg's segment. Black talk. Yeah, boy.
Peace.
Yeah, we're just working on that. At the end, Greg.
And welcome to the Terror
Yeah, I was
Dome.
gonna say Greg Acapellas can't trust this.
Can't trust this.
Yeah. All right, enough of black talk.
All right.
Moving along.
You're moving me along now.
I was feeling the Public Enemy. I don't know.
I thought we were really gonna do the acapella.
Really?
Willing to work it out. No,
That's not that song.
I know. I was
Well,
just,
you
I was,
sang
I
it
was
ro-
doing all the hits, man. Or actually willing to work it out. Brother's gonna work it
I
out.
don't know,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Anyways.
So anyway, it's getting hot out.
So.
It is
Florida.
getting hot outside.
We're about to the endless summer. Fucking yeah. We've had we just had our last cold snap.
Yeah.
It was one of those people all jealous of. They had this super cold winter.
Yeah.
They're like, it fucking sucks. You guys are all nice, and now it comes like you want to see some shit. Come down here for the summer. Come down here for the next 9 months.
Yeah.
Tell me about how great.
They don't come
Florida
down
is.
here in the summer to spend the time. Right.
No, it's fucking.
It's like, dude, never go to Orlando in the summer.
Oh, it's even
You
worse.
go there and you're
It's
like,
worse
what
there.
the fuck am I doing here?
It's worse.
It's like hell.
It's in the middle of the state, and they don't get the wind gusts.
Yeah.
We get like at least
'Cause
a
we're on the
breeze here.
coast.
Yeah, because we're on the coastline where we are. But up there, it's like I lived there for 4 years, and it was like I remember just walking outside, and the sun would almost
Sweaty Freddy.
It would paralyze you. It would be like, oh my god, I can't see anything, and it's so hot.
I'm actually going to be there for the 4th. So
What are you doing there?
I don't. What the fuck do you care? I'm just going there, man. What I got to give you my itinerary?
Well,
No.
we are on a show, so you're like,
I
I'm
guess.
going on a secret mission on the 4th.
Oh, it wasn't
Why
really.
bring it up?
Yeah, I mean, why you getting into my
If it's
business?
so private, why?
No, I'm just going up there for 4th of July.
Why are you asking me about something I just brought up?
I have some buddies that live up there, some friends,
Okay.
and want to say, hey, man, what's up? Let's party. Let's go
Okay,
out.
so all you had to say was, I'm going up there to visit some people.
Well, I mean,
All right.
well, you thought I would. Would you think I was going to try out for
Well,
fucking Disney or
Well,
something?
you said something about where you had a bachelor party this weekend. Is that,
No, that's this weekend.
is that
yeah.
too personal?
No, we can talk about it.
Is it your bachelor party?
No,
No. Is it a surprise wedding?
no, it's not. My buddy is getting married. The Hammelstein Sister Nellie union.
You marrying that cat outside?
I'm gonna fucking go outside and hit that cat in the head with a hammer.
That
Keep
mangy-ass
shitting by
cat.
my car.
Shit by your car.
I hate that cat, but sometimes I throw him steak bones.
All right.
Yeah, because what time?
Because
Hey.
it might kill him.
Listen, listen.
And then I could be seen as like, oh no, I thought he liked bones. or
I got a
whatever.
rotisserie chicken like a month ago.
That's devious, man. I
It
like
wasn't
where
that
you're going
funny.
with that.
Anyway, listen.
Well, no, I'm saying like you're not supposed to give the cats or like animals bones and shit because they might like get a splinter and it'll kill them.
Oh, I wasn't
That's
even
like
thinking
a
about that.
legit way to like. But now you can't do it because
Listen,
we talked about it on the podcast.
I
Yeah, you
got
can't
a
claim
rotisserie
ignorance anymore.
chicken one day, and I threw the fucking carcass out.
Oh yeah,
And that bitch was gone.
Of course it was.
I thought that was pretty
It's
sweet.
free meat.
There wasn't much meat on there. They ate those bones.
That is one thing. Well, I actually, I don't have outside cats. They're not.
If I don't
fucking
eat my lunch, I
feral
sneak out and I
pieces.
throw it in the neighbor's yard so they don't know who fed them.
That is one nice thing about having a dog, though. They'll just like clean up after shit,
Yeah.
lick peanut butter off your balls.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So anyway, Jesse, you were talking about owning a dog.
I don't own a dog. I
know,
have a cat.
We were just talking shit.
My cat is like a dog, though.
What's your cat's name?
Watson.
Watson, all right.
Yep.
His cat hates me.
Oh, really?
My cat hates everybody.
Yeah, it really hates me,
I
though.
think cats are kind of assholes like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So how was Mr. Watson?
His name's Dr. Watson, actually.
Oh, my bad.
You have to respect his
He's got a PhD.
his education.
His, yeah.
He didn't go to a lot of school, so you could call him Mister.
Yeah, that's true.
That's correct. But, you know, he's an asshole. He's like a dog. He likes to play in the dirt, roll around in the dirt like dog and shit. Like, he's kind of annoying. He's kind of an asshole. I got a cat because I didn't want to deal with a dog and all the attention that they need, but he needs a lot.
Yeah, when an
lot of
animal's all
attention.
by itself, it's an asshole.
Yeah.
It's always like, shut up. I don't have any animals anymore. I used to have animals, but it's a lot. It's a big commitment.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I like animals, and I would have one, but at the same time,
I like other people's animals better.
yeah, you can go over there and rough them up,
Yeah.
and then you leave.
Exactly.
That's that. I dog sit for my buddy.
Little
his dog.
PBR.
Yeah, that's all they got.
Yeah.
I should have
Well,
brought one more.
This show has officially hit the shitter. We're swapping cat stories.
Yes.
You have a cat? Yeah.
Well,
I don't.
What I think about pets is the same thing about kids. It's nice when they're other people.
Sure, yeah.
You can fucking,
Yeah.
You can leave them after their day. Like, I played it. I got them all riled up now.
Dude, I
Here you
couldn't
go.
imagine fucking kids, like having kids and being responsible for someone
Yeah.
like that. Like, dude, did you brush your teeth? Did you brush your teeth? That's the same shit I asked myself. Like,
Like,
Hard
did
enough
you
to
wipe
keep
your
track of
ass
that,
good
right?
enough, Johnny? Yes. You want to see?
like, when's the
And
last
you
time?
have to look. Like, oh.
When's the last time I fed this kid?
Yeah. Kids, quit eating all the corn dogs. I want some too.
That's what every once in a while I get left with my girlfriend's cats for the weekend. Then I'm like, look at the bowl like at the end of the week. I'm like, oh shit, it's empty. And, and I'm like, I just fill it up before she gets home.
There
like,
you go.
You guys are still alive. You're fine.
I think that's priority number one. As long as they survive, you did your job.
Well,
That's how riveting
Really?
we are right now.
pardon me.
You
But
fucking
all this
yawn.
cat talk is just making me sleepy.
Cat talk.
You got something else to bring up
101.
other than cats? Let's.
Yeah, animals suck.
What
Fucking
can we
taking
talk
care of
about?
Shit sucks.
What can we talk about?
I don't
A
know.
wild card.
Oh, wild card appears. Oh god damn it!
A wild card. Come on, Greg.
Really? My phone's over there because it makes noise on the stupid
Well,
fucking
that
thing.
is, sounds like, once again, your problem.
It's 36 minutes.
Hey, did you guys... I never saw any minute of any second of any fucking Fast and Furious, all right?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Here you go.
But did you see the trailer for Paul Walker?
No, I
No.
didn't see it.
The shit made me tear up.
It made you just because he's dead.
Yeah, I
You're
felt
like,
bad
oh, he's
for
a really
Paul
nice
Walker.
guy, you know. Like,
I was like, man, he seemed like he was super cool, man.
I mean, it's not his fault. His friends drive too fast, but
Well, you know,
yeah,
kind of.
You
Yeah.
live the life. It's so like ironic, but at the
Sure.
same time, you're just like maybe not. Maybe
No.
it's if you're gonna
It's
drive,
fitting.
drive really fucking fast in a car, like
Yeah.
occasionally you're gonna.
If you
lose
got a
some
fast
shit.
car,
I
you
mean,
gotta
the
drive
only reason he
fast.
got his fame was off those shitty movies. So I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Did you guys actually watch any of those movies?
I saw the first one.
Dude,
And that's it.
I remember people being really into him, and now I feel like something happened where they were ridiculed, like beyond anything else. And then after he died, like all of a sudden it became like people were trying to pretend like this is a legitimate movie and it's not a big fucking
Right.
joke, because those movies are a huge fucking joke.
They're a huge joke.
They're absurd, and maybe that's what they try to play on the face of it. But I feel like that wasn't the thing going into it.
Sure.
By any means, it wasn't like they were like, oh well, you know. It wasn't like they didn't try to make it as campy as
Right.
I think they even tried to portray it as now. Like it was fucking like legit. They were like, we're being badass, and I was like, man, fucking between Vin Diesel and
Oh,
Paul, like
he's-
this. Oh god,
Vin Diesel's the
they're
worst.
Horrible.
He is the
And-
worst.
And it's like
I actually applauded when he died in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh really?
It's about fucking time. Compadre.
You got a bunch of. Remember that came out in the theaters? I can imagine. You got a bunch of fucking old World War II guys that were still around there crying and shit. You're fucking clap.
About time,
Fuck that
Caparza.
Seek hail on that one, bro.
You can't watch no kid.
But I feel like we do that all the time. Like anytime, or not, I don't do it. But like people in general, whenever someone dies, they have to, you know, make them seem better than they were. You
Yeah.
know, and I don't know. It's kind of
Well,
disgusting.
I
to me.
think after a while, like something becomes so ingrained in our culture that it becomes ironic in a way, and then
Sure.
you know. it goes from like popular to bad, like
a mock. You make fun of it,
and then it goes to ironic, and then it comes out the other end where it's almost cool. It's like listening to 80s music, but when it was out, do you remember there was a point in time, like in the early 90s, probably, where you couldn't listen to certain 80s music,
sure.
Or even I remember in my more formative years, later on in the 90s, you'd be like, okay, you weren't listening to that music, and if you were, it was kind of ironic or whatever, but it wasn't one of those things where you were just jamming out because people were like, dude, you listen to fucking 80s music, and then all of a sudden in the 2000s it was the 80s became the only shit. People were all about 80s music and just the reinventing the culture, and I felt like that's sort of what happened with the Fast and Furious thing, where it kind of came out the 80s kind of died, and then everyone became nostalgic about it.
I think the 80s thing had a lot to do with the rebirth of cocaine. People were much more into cocaine.
I don't know, man. I think people were always into cocaine.
I think so, but I think it's a lot more so.
The movies just totally glamorized it, like Scarface.
Oh, yeah. And what doesn't glamorize, you ever see there's a thing on Vice TV, and they showed them making cocaine and what goes through it? I've seen Cocaine Cowboys too. That movie's awesome.
Yeah.
But they show them making it, and I'm telling you, they're taking fucking gasoline and shit and mixing it with it's horrible. If you ever saw how it was made, you'd be like, ugh. And the dude's wearing a face mask, and he actually says that he's like, if you ever saw how this was made, you'd never want to do it.
Where does he make it?
He makes it in the bottom of a fucking basement in Peru.
Yeah.
Yeah. He makes big gallon drums of chemicals like ether and shit. He's got to separate all this stuff. It's fucking disgusting, man. And not only that, they mix it with one of the things was stuff for heartworm medication. That was they were mixing it in with there, and it would eat out the inside lining of your nose and shit like that. Yeah, cocaine is bad.
Well, that is one drug that I never was a fan of.
Yeah,
so I won't have to worry about that.
It's not really cool. I wouldn't mind
it's got its place.
Cocoa leaves and stuffing in your cheek or something like that. But at this point, as much as I know about cocaine, it's just
ironically, this topic was a real fucking downer. I mean,
sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry to bring up cocaine, guys.
Downer.
What's your next fucking topic?
Yeah, going back to some world records again.
Well, we're gonna talk about cocaine.
Let's talk about addiction and the welfare state.
All right, yes, do it. Greg, why don't you educate us on how dumb we are? Greg will be
wow,
you see the bipartisan.
Let's talk Reaganomics.
It's the trickle down effect. See.
All right. Yeah, the Carter years.
Yes.
I thought we were going back to the 80s. Sorry.
Oh well. I mean that. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think that's it. We got 40 minutes in.
Really?
It's been a long 40 minutes.
You already quitting on us?
Really? Oh, I thought we were kind of natural progression. And then you go and do something like that.
That's a finisher.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yes, you burp right into the mic that hopefully Jesse has to speak at next week.
Yeah. They get shuffled up. We never know.
Yeah, well.
I do that on purpose.
I guess that's it.
I would estimate you've burped into all these mics.
Yeah, this is probably the first time I've talked this much on an episode.
Yeah.
That's why Scott's wrapping it up.
No, I'm wrapping it up because we really exhausted all our options.
Keep the black man down.
All right. So now we're starting a new show. It's the Conspiracy Hour.
Conspiracy Hour.
Jesse and Greg. We're going to talk about cartels.
I think the real conspiracy is that fucking 9/11 was an inside job.
All right, now we got to wrap it up.
I was just joking. No, I don't know shit about that. I just thought it would be funny to say.
No, it was good.
All right, everyone. Have a good night. What?
See you, everybody.
Oh, I'm supposed to say bye. All right, bye. Press stop, man. What's your problem?